Okay, so we're going to be installing this Warn R25 onto the rear of my new Suzuki kingquad. And we're going to use this bracket and also leverage quick disconnects so I can remove the winch as required. But that's kind of the plan right now. So this is how it's gonna sit. The nice thing about this bracket is it comes with a plate with a mount for the roller fair lead. So this that comes in the R25 package, this mounting plate isn't needed. Has a whole bunch of screws and stuff, and manual, all the cables. So everything's included in this nice package for the R25. But I'm gonna leverage this bracket's built-in mounting plate. So what we're gonna do is flip this over. And flip that over, and the screw holes line up perfectly for this. And the other thing I have to do is I have to drill another position for the pin, so this bracket will sit all the way in instead of sticking out like that. I want it to go all the way in. So, and what's going to happen with this? No big deal. So what I am going to do, I've elected to go with a grade 8 nut and bolt here to really tighten it down on the back of the receiver, so it's not jumping up and down when I'm going through the trail, and just have a really good connection to the quad. And if I ever need to remove it, then I just take out my ratchets and remove it. But it's very rare I'm pulling a trailer with my quad. So here it is mounted. This thing isn't going anywhere. Now we got to figure out where the solenoid's going to go, which I think is going to go in this little compartment here. That's the goal. Okay, so that's where we mounted the solenoid. Gives me easy access to the top screws, and I can easily connect the other cables that go on the bottom, which is right here, which goes to the switch. So it should be good. Nice and protected, and some of that excess cable can go in there as well. So now we're just going to wire it up as per the diagram. So red's going to go to the red lead, black's going to go to the black lead on the solenoid, and yellow and blue go directly to the winch. And then we're going to have the switch cable connect as shown there. So we'll see how things go here. Alrighty, so these cables I used my fish wire, got it through, and underneath in there, hard to see, but now it's just going to come into the box and connect to the solenoid. Okay, the hole is drilled, rubber grommet installed, so let's feed the wires now. So now we're installing the switch wires. So it's the black and green go to the bottom of the solenoid, which you can see there. Okay, black and red are connected. Everything goes through just fine. Closes perfectly. And let's work on the battery end. Okay, so while I'm waiting for my copper 6-gauge lugs to shorten my power cables, I'm gonna work on getting my switch mounted and getting it run through here, and then also trying to find the ignition wire that we can use to connect the red cable here. So you know, sometimes when you have a good idea, you just got to record it. I was able to mount the secondary rear winch switch right on top of the front. So now I've got both switches here, and it's pretty cool. I like how that came out. Really strong. So I was able to take off the cover right here. 2 screws, pull pin, and another pull pin on this side and this side. And you can see the red wire there that they used for the front winch, and I'm just going to tap off of that. Okay, so it's tapped in, so things should be okay. So just cutting to fit these Anderson connectors with the cable, terminating the ends on the copper lugs, and going to be installing them from the winch to the solenoid, which is inside that box there. So we're going to make this winch removable, and the Anderson connectors are just going to sit out here. So we've got the blue and yellow power leads, leveraging my red and black cables that go all the way to the Anderson connector and then to the winch. So now I can remove the winch easily if I need to. So now the positive and negative from the solenoid have gone here and here. So now everything is hooked up. Let's see if she works. Okay, now I heard it. Okay, let's see out. You can see that. In. And let's make sure the front winch still works, which I should be able to do. Good. That's all she wrote. And I'll just clean that up. But that's all. So just to finish this off, I put the hitch pin in instead of a nut and bolt, and I've been able to easily remove it as required, and it's pretty solid. There's the Anderson connectors. So yeah, that's it for this one.